Zercher split squat. Now, very straightforward. It's basically a lunge variation where you're holding the bar in your elbows. Some things to keep in mind with placement: you want the J hooks set so that the bar in the setup position is about hip level, just below or just above is fine. And when setting up performing the exercise, you want to be facing the rack, set up, perform the exercise, and then go back. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to do it the other way around. That is not recommended. That is just so you can see what I'm doing to get a good idea of the exercise. So, comes to the setup. Bar is going to be resting in your elbow crease. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. Some things to work around that, if it's really that bad, is you can get a yoga mat, roll it up against the bar, put on a jumper or something like that to protect your elbows. Other than that, just focus on your breathing and try and bring your mind back to the muscles you're trying to work. So, elbows come under, hands together. So stand up, walking forward, come into a split squat position. Feet nice and far apart, and you're just going to come down to where your knee touches the floor, and then come back up. Down, come back up. Down, come back up. Making sure you do both sides. Now, see how hard that was for me to put it back, and I was facing the opposite direction. That's why you always want to be facing the rack, so it's easier to put it back. Now, some things to keep in mind when performing this exercise. You want to make sure that the leg that's planted, you're pushing through your midfoot. Other things, focusing on full range of motion to where your knees going down, touching the floor, and then coming back up. If you're struggling with those two things, or you're struggling with balance, reduce the weight, focus on the quality of the movement instead. Other than that, you want to avoid slouching of your posture. You want to be nice and upright. And generally, the front leg is doing majority of the work, 95% of the work when doing this exercise. If you feel your back leg is doing too much of the work, that might be because you're doing one side and then the other side straight away. So there's residual fatigue in that leg that previously just went. So what you can do is rack the bar, take 30 seconds, and then perform the other side. Or if it's because one side is weaker than the other side, start with that side first. So you give it more attention, and over time, it'll get better and pick up in strength.